This mixer is 25 years old. And like most mixers of this age, it's starting to have some issues with the speed control. It's hard to get it to switch. This thing is janky. It's not wanting to switch speeds, which is incredibly annoying. And to fix it, we have to change the speed control board. There's just one problem. Because it's older, it's a different speed board. Let's take a look. We're going to remove this beauty band screw. And underneath that, there are 4 screws that need to be removed. And once that's done, this housing just pulls away. Now this here is the new board, and there's only 4 clips on there. But this older one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As well as 2 clips over here on the side. Now there are 2 ways to go about replacing that board. And I'm going to show you both. Let's hop into it. Now the first step is always make sure your machine's unplugged. Now the first way I'm going to show you is not the recommended way, but it will work. So we need to take all of these clips and we need to remove them. Now like I said, there should be 5 clips, 6 if you include that hall sensor. There are 2 screws that mount this board into place. There was one there and there's one right here. Let's go ahead and remove those. Let's take a closer look here. So we have the power cord coming in. These 2 wires are the power wires from the power cord. And as you can tell, the black wire has a weird split. And the split runs over to the clip that's labeled unswitched. And we need to delete that. So we'll go ahead and we'll just unclip that wire. Now we still have use for this clip. We only need to delete this one, so we need to go ahead and give this one just a little snip. We will do the same with the other side of the wire as well. Next, we need to take these 2 wires and we need to strip them. And once it's stripped, we're going to go ahead and just give that a few twists. We did the exact same thing to this other wire. We should now have 2 bare ends. Next, we need some heat shrink and a butt splice. He said butt. And we're going to insert that wire into our butt splice. And once inserted, we need to go ahead and we need to crimp it. Take a look. We gave it a squeeze. It is now crimped into place. Slide over the heat shrink, and then we'll take our other section of wire and we want to go ahead and insert and crimp that as well. Now, technically, you don't need this heat shrink, but not using it would be even less recommended. Now we're going to take a handy dandy heat gun and we're going to turn that on. And once it's hot, we're going to go ahead and just shrink that baby down into place, which will help seal these wires together. Now we can simply plop in our new board, securing it in place with its 2 screws, which leaves us with the 4 clips that we need. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to clip in that's labeled, we're going to clip in the black, and then the white, which is labeled white and neutral. And then these guys, motor 1 and motor 2, can go in any orientation, so let's just go ahead and click those in. Next, for the hall sensor, we want the flat part on the back, and we're just going to click that down into place as well. And just like that, we should now have power. These old machines are loud. They sound like a jet engine. Again, not recommended. Here is the appropriate way. We're going to call it the scenic route. Again, unplug your machine. We need to remove the speed board. And then the transmission housing, it is 4 screws to secure it into place. And once those are out, we can just go ahead and pull up on this housing. Definitely a great time to inspect your gears and re-grease this machine. Now that that transmission cover is removed, we need to come to the back. We need to remove this screw and this screw here so we can pull the motor up. Good news, you can't mix up these screws. They're all the exact same. Now we went ahead and removed these 2 power cord wires. And that's because once we remove this motor, as well as these 1, 2, 3 screws, and remove this screw that holds the ground wire as well, we can now apply some downward pressure to this strain relief and then pull this cord out and away from the machine. And the reason we're doing this because instead of snipping those wires and splicing them together, we will simply be getting a new power cord. We will feed our clips up through and then seat our strain relief into place, followed by retightening down these mounting bolts. Then we're going to go ahead and tighten back down our ground screw. And once that's complete, we can reintroduce our motor, securing that into place with our 2 screws, followed by screwing our speed board back down into place, reconnecting our clips, and then our transmission cover. And then lastly, securing that down into place with our 4 screws. And just like that, our speed board is replaced and functioning. Now this way does take just a little bit longer, but it's a lot safer in the long run. Here's to another 25 years